Uh-oh, I think we're late. I don't think you guys are ready. I don't think you're ready. But I'm ready. Anyways, let's do this. What is up? Hey everybody, welcome again to Drawing with Mel. I am your host, the one and only, better than the best, Mel himself. Hello. It took me a minute to get here. Celebrating the Duchess's birthday today, so that was cool. We had a great time today. Ate some interesting food, and we were looking at trying to get some stuff set up that we trying to get ready. Now we reconnected. Okay, connectivity issue. We might run into that a little bit today. No rain or anything in the forecast that I could see, so hopefully we have a decent stream, but it may be a little laggy. That's fine. Regardless, we got our Starlink, so we gotta put that up, and I gotta climb the roof and all that kind of fun jazz, and get ready to climb up there. So, and we'll have better internet apparently. So we'll see. It's still satellite, but everybody says, for where I'm at and where I live, it's it is what it is. Hey Duchess. There's the birthday girl. Yes, it's her birthday today, so give her a shout out in the chat if you don't mind. I know I'm putting you on blast, but it's okay. So we'll get started here with a little bit of music. And then once we get this up, we got a couple of people. We'll see. So, yet again, if this is your first time here, let me kind of explain what we do. So this way you are familiar with the stream. In most cases, I will probably either draw something or maybe teach. It depends on what I'm actually feeling or what you guys actually want to see. And I go by what's going on in the chat to find out what you guys are interested in. So, if you want to see something that's off the wall and crazy, tell me in the chat when we do our little segment. Or if you want to do something different, let me know. It all really depends on what you guys are looking for. So if you want to see something cool, your interaction is really what's going to help us with our picture for the day. And in other cases, like the last episode where I was glitching all over the place, I basically just went on ahead and just drew something I wanted to draw. So today we're going to take requests and we're going to work on this. So we're going to give ourselves probably another like 2 or 3 minutes, and then if we don't have anybody here, then we'll do what we always do. We'll just work on it until we get other people coming in. So I hope everybody's been having a good week so far. It's almost Friday. We're almost there, so just hang in there, baby. We're almost done. The weekend's coming up. Weather's starting to, I don't know what it's trying to do, but, regardless. So while we're waiting, I'm just going to piddle around because you know me, I'm fidgety-handed and I can't just sit still. And I'm always turning my head. If you're new to the stream, I'm always looking at the screen. So don't worry about it. I guess we'll just go over the basics real quick. Try to keep it light and nice in the chat. Normal stuff. Don't use any slurs or any stuff like that. And don't try to cause any fights or anything in that order. We don't want that. We're all here to chill and have a good time. So, If you're cool with that, I'm good with it. So let's go on ahead and see. Ooh, I got a whole bunch of new brushes and stuff. Started organizing. So yeah, we're gonna have some interesting things I can work with now. I got a bunch of stuff like lava and other things, but that's beside the point. First thing I want to do is we're going to just go on ahead and make this screen solid black. We're going to work on little creepy little stuff. So I'm just going to do some brush work right now, and then once everybody shows up, let me know. How's the stream looking, guys? Glitchy? Am I twitching all over the place? Because I don't look like I'm jittery like I was last time, so that's a plus. I'm not looking all janky or jankified, like I like to say, jankified. You know, so that was a little rough last week. No glitching here. Thank you. That's wonderful. That's always a good sign. No glitching is a good sign. That's a very good sign. So some of these brushes, a lot of this is rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this real quick. I'm going to get a stamp. Actually, I'll probably just draw this. I could just use a stamp. Those kids there. And then what we're going to do from here, just until people pop in, I want to just give them some rain. Because see, I got a new brush that allows me to do rain effects now. So this is really cool. I've been needing one of these for a long period of time. So, you know, the whole aspect of having it now is great. Because now I can just use it the way that I've been wanting to for such a long time. You know, and you guys will get to see. I'm not even doing anything really here. I'm just piddling around, and you'll see what this brush is capable of doing. Because now I can add the little like misty effects when it's raining. We've all seen it, walking in the rain at some point, going into work or store or something. You know, you get that little mist. Because it's storming really hard. So we got that going, and then the next part is to bring the rain, but we need clouds. We need clouds, because you can't have rain without clouds. Well, I mean, I guess you can. And I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm stopped up really bad. Sinuses are terrible because the seasons are trying to change on me, and I'm not a big fan of it. And my head feels like I'm in a balloon, but I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Unless if something critical goes on, or unless if I go somewhere, like on a trip or something like that. Majority of the time, I'll be here. So, and where are my clouds? I have lost my clouds. That's smoke, but this will work. This is going to be as good as it gets today, I suppose. So, but that's okay. We're going to have fun. I hope you guys like the music. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Ain't that some shit? Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing, Mel? Huh? What am I doing? I'm making art. And it looks cool. Look at that. Look at that. Now the only thing I gotta figure out is how does the rain come down? Oh. Let's see, like the brush density is up. My question is, what's going on with this? Oh. That's why. It wasn't set to the right thing. Wrong shade. There it is. You like that? I like it. Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Thank you for making it. There you guys go. Get you a little bit of rain in there. Yeah, you like that? I like this. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. And then at the bottom, what we'll do is we'll mist it out because you got cross rain. But that's more for something else. I don't like that hash mark. I can use that though. See, that can be supplemented for speed lines. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm just I got some new brushes, some new tools. I'm just testing them out today, right now, and just seeing what they can do, seeing what they're capable of doing. You know. Oh, nope, that ain't what I want. There it is. See? And then you get that little mystified effect, and add a little bit there and some harshness in there, and there you go. And then you pretty much got everything set at that point, because you got the rain, and what I'm going to do is I want to give it a little dab of color. So we're gonna have all different shades of color for these kids. Oh, his head doesn't look right. Yeah, I gotta find a brush to do ponding water. I have something to use for ponding water, so I mean it's a doable thing. It just will take me just a second to get there. Yeah, that's the idea. To make it look like rain. Up here, I broke a line. This is all my fault. I did all this. This is where the shit went bad, because I decided I wanted to get greedy and do this, and now I pay attention to where the lines were at, because now I got broken lines, and you know how much I hate broken lines, guys. Can't stand it. It's on my nerves. I gotta go back and I gotta go trace it. Yeah. Man, I am so stopped up. This is the only part of the time that I don't like spring. I like spring. It's one of my favorite seasons. It's not too cold, not too hot, but good grief, man. The very moment you get just a little bit of anything from outside, and then it's like, boom. Oh man, you're stopped up. You like that, buddy? You stopped up? Nope, don't particularly care for nature. You suck. There we go. Alright. And then we got everybody here now, and all these guys got the same situation going on. Alright, now we can come back through and go on some different color hair. And let's see, we'll give somebody like a dark brown. Yeah, I'll give him that. And a little girl here, some blue hair. There we go. Give him blue, like actual blue. Hey, look at that. Almost looks like the gorillas a little bit. But not completely. There we go. Looks good so far. I like it. Not bad for just piddling around for a minute. Got those denims. That kid thinks he's slick because he's wearing denims. What? Is this going to bleed out? Of course. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Because I didn't pay attention when I was doing this. See, this is what happens. I've been doing this majority of the day, guys. I wasn't paying attention. So, I'm not too hard pressed about it. I was just doing this to get a couple until we got some people in here. But this looks pretty good. I like it. It looks pretty nice. What we'll do here is get some water. I have water and I don't really care for this. Yeah, again, another song I don't care for. I'm supposed to have this on shuffle. There we go. Now it's on shuffle. This thing can be so silly sometimes. Technology. Doesn't matter how much we think we actually understand it. We don't. We don't get it. Technology is such a weird situation. Sometimes we think we got it. Sometimes it feels like, hey man, I understand technology. And then other times it's like, hey man, this stuff sucks. Well, when in doubt, digitize it out. There we go. Yeah, right? Always. Stupid shovel cave. There we go, a little jitter to it. Thank you for showing up, Zatarius. Thank you guys for popping up, and there we go. Now we got that, and then what we'll do here is we'll mess with it a little bit. There we go. There it is. Alright. I'm doing much to it, but there we go. Alright. I like that. That looks good. That looks really good. Oh, wait a minute. I do have something extra that I did get a couple of days ago. If I can find it. Because I don't think I lost it. I think when I was in the transition of adding new tools, I put it in here. It's like a creepy brush for branches, which I think you guys would definitely like this. It would go very well with this picture. But Until I can find it, we're going to go on ahead and make this ground a thing. We're going to go on ahead and make this a thing, and then we're going to ground blend, you know, the path. It kind of reminds me of when we were kids. When we were kids, we used to walk all over the damn place. Man, it was great. Never really, I always thought it would suck, you know. I always thought those little adventures sucked, but they didn't really suck that bad. It was actually a lot of fun. Miss those times sometimes. Come on, where's the branch? Jeez. Alright guys, there you go. There's a little bit of black and white contrast, and you can see the journey. You can see all of this. And we'll have ourselves a little bit of a dismal tree in the background. But if I can't find it, I got a different situation I can use. I can use these. I can put these way back here. The absent space. Yeah. Ah, I found it. Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those away, and I'm going to make this very large. I don't like how this brush is not acting the way I want it to. Why is it being difficult? Next door, whatever, however you want to look at it. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, duly noted. I learned and I found out. You know, that's what happens with things. You gotta try them out. You gotta figure it out. And yeah, I like the fact that I'm doing the whole black and white contrast to what's going on here, you know, because that looks really interesting. Grass patch. Yeah, you see like little bits and pieces. It's nice. The absence of space. So what do you guys want me to draw today? Let's talk. Let's get in the chat. Let's see. It's been over 20 minutes and you haven't yet started vibrating through dimensions, but I'm ready. Yeah, I hope I don't. I really don't want to. I don't want to vibrate through dimensions today. That shit hurts, man. You know, that you guys don't realize how much pain that puts me in. Like, trying to stay in this dimension. Listen, staying in this dimension that we're in right now is a hard task to do, guys. It's a hard task to do. But I'm trying. Ah, look at that. Bam. There's that tree. There's that lovely tree. And then we're going to give it the dead branches. And I think this just might come out the way I was imagining it. There we go. This music is gonna... Yeah, that long walk from beach, boy. Let me tell you what, that was... You know what, I want to say this in hindsight, Sean. That was probably the dumbest thing we've ever done. That really just... It didn't work out that well. Well, I mean, it worked out because we didn't get killed, but... It kind of sucked, man. Well, I guess we can do it this way. because this branch tool is slightly sucks because I have to go in a different direction than what I was wanting to. But that's okay. That's alright. I can adjust. You can always adjust and adapt. So yeah. Alright, so we're almost finished with this, and I am pretty pleased. On the dance floor. If I can find another damn branch. Yeah, pretty much. Multiple times. What we're referring to is there was a time that we missed the bus. And I don't know what happened why we missed the bus. I think we were fucking around or something happened. Something stupid. I know that. It was always something dumb with us. That it never made any sense. It was always something half-assed and stupid. But I think that was what was going on, is that there was like we missed the bus because we were pissing off and doing dumb shit. And then we had to walk the fuck home, which was great. And then we had an offer to get a ride, and I don't know what kind of stupid shit we were on. We were like, no, stranger danger. And it's like, but fuck, man, we could have got out of here early. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, who likes spooky? Because I can say I do. This is about as spooky as you can get right now. But we can do better. We can do better. Because why? Because Mel's got other shit. He's got other things. Well, what is that? What other things? Well, I can show you this. I got web. Got webbing, like Spider-Man. It doesn't want to act right. Anyways, I think I'm about done with this Kids Next Door picture here. And then we're going to get ready to get started on what is it that we're drawing today. So what is it that you guys want to see? What you guys want to do? What is it that you guys want to collaborate with today and us draw? Well, what would you guys like? Because I did Cyberpunk Tuesday, and that came out really well, and I was quite pleased with that. So, you know, I was happy with that project, and we finished it. It took us a little bit, but we actually got it done, which was cool. And you know, I'm good with us doing that again if you guys really want to. Oh, look at that. Or we can do something different if you guys want. You know, the choice is yours. Yeah, I put her in a lot of pastel colors. I just felt like it just works a little bit better this way. Alright. Now, I'm going to give her some pigment to her hand, and then we're ready to go on ahead and fill in the rest of this. There we go. It's all because of you. There's nothing wrong with that. There we go. The muck of the street on your shoes. Sloshing through the mosh. There we go. How is that? I like that. I like that a lot. That didn't take no time. But that was all because I used brushes and I was piddling around. So, yeah. What do you think? Comment below. I'm going to go on ahead and stretch out. And I'm going to get ready for the next one. Oh, is it buffering? Shit. Let's see. Well, I'm checking to see if there is anything that I can do to try to get the stream to work a little bit better. Okay, well, it should be back up and going now, so I hope it is working okay. Anyways, like I said, I already got the Starlink satellite, so it just really depends on when I get my ass up a ladder and jeopardize my safety for the betterment of internet. So, you know how that goes. All right. Yeah, you know me. I'm going to go on ahead and add some. Even though it's already done, still need to darken it up. Because that's going to bother me, and I want to see it, and I want to like, man, this thing sucks. It ain't even dark enough. You don't have enough line. I can see this. I can see that. That's the problem with being an artist, man. You always see the shit that most people don't even see. I've even pointed out to people before. I'm like, man, this is trash. Look at this. This is where this is messed up and blah, 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 blah. And usually it's like, I don't even see it, man. What are you talking about? And then I feel crazy. Because it's like, I know what I'm looking for, but, most people don't see it. And that's cool. That's cool, though. If you don't, hey, that's even better. You don't have to worry about it. All over her nice little boots. She got void rain, I guess. I don't know what you would call this, but definitely looks like something. And see, all you gotta do is just give something just a little bit of contrast with just a tad bit of dark shade or a little bit of emphasis there, and I mean you could tell the difference from far away. That's the reason why I wanted to do it, because I want this to go up in the store for sale, so I want it to look pretty decent. So yeah, but you guys ain't saying anything about what you want to draw today. Come on, someone's got to have an idea. You guys have ideas. So what do you want to see? First person to say what they want to see on the stream for a picture is what we're going to start with. Okay? And you know how this game goes. And if you're new to here, I want to explain this. So once we got more than about 2 people in the stream, I'll start asking you guys in the chat what you want to see. And it's a real simple concept. The first person that says, hey, you could say, I want to see a rice cooker on a man's head, or I want to see something like that, or can you make a horseshoe have a face? And then I will draw that, and once that starts, then we'll build off of that. What else do you want to see? What kind of place is he in, or is this thing in? Does he have a friend? Is he alone? So you guys can be a part of the show. So I know that's fun to watch me draw, but I want you guys to have something to do too. I want you to be involved with it, because the stream isn't just for me just to draw and show you my artwork, which I definitely want to do that, but I want you guys to feel like you're a part of it too. I want this stream, and I want my content to be, a place of people are having a good time and feel like they're a part of what's going on and a part of the community and a part of what we're working on. So yeah, no. What else was I going to say? So I want to do a test run this weekend. Okay, we're going to do a test run on streaming for video games to see if it even works. We're not going to have a launch date yet, but I think this Sunday I want to try, maybe for about an hour. Okay, it'll be here. I might make a new page. I don't know if I want to do that or if I can just playlist stuff and it goes to its own individual space, still on here, but just something completely different, like video games and art. So that way, we can separate the content, because I don't want it all just convoluted and just I got all kinds of shit going on, which that is normal, goofing off. I mean, maybe, but people like watching me play video games because apparently I'm a little crazy and I glitch stuff and lack of better words, like Zatarius and the rest of those guys, they like to hear me rant and rave and have a fit. I mean, I can't help it, but I get upset, but usually when I get upset I say crazy and wild stuff, so I can't help the fact I'm funny. And I don't mean like, hey funny, which there's nothing wrong with that, but that ain't me. And that's okay. If that's what you do, that's fine. I don't want anybody to feel like, oh man, he's saying something bad over here. What you doing, Mel? What you doing? I've never really drawn these type of dresses before. No. This is Panic Attack music. Did it again. Chains and gore on you. And look, like last time, at an hour, it just connected. Yeah, Pinhead would go to the club to meet. Yes, actually, the story that I did with this is that Yes would have called Pinhead there to do a job, actually, if you really want to think about it, because he'll be like, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z, sir. And he'll be like, okay, yeah, I got you. What you need me to do? And then he'll be like, hey, I need you to go over here and talk to this man and tell him to do this box. And he'll be like, oh, got it. Don't worry about it. You need chaos? I got you. Don't worry about it, Captain. We're ready to rock and roll. And then he'll go and find some sucker that, like this man here. Woe is me, I don't have enough money, I'm broke, oh my god, my life is over. I just want people to think I'm cool and hip at the club, but I suck, Not saying that that's something, not saying that if that is a actual human being that's involved with, my life ain't going anywhere kind of stuff. I'm not saying that you suck, but in this case, this guy's like, my life sucks. And look, he ain't even squatting right. He ain't even squatting right. If you're going to squat, if you're going to do the hardcore sloth squat, this foot here, sir, needs to be flat on the ground. That's what needs to be done. Which is funny because me and my friend Sean used to do this. We did this growing up. We always would squat somewhere. It was weird. We did a lot of stuff that we didn't even realize that other people on the planet did. The same thing. And it was funny. It was just like we would squat, and most of the group would squat. Like we would just, huddle up and squat in a spot, and it was kind of funny. It was really funny. So, there we go. Let's see, what we'll do, since this is futuristic, we're going to give him, like, the straps over the shoe. Like the buckles, because that's what futuristic people do. And since this is like post-futurism, which I really feel like that's a good genre that I draw in, is post-futurism, cyber horror. I think cyber horror, if that's not a genre, I think that's what I want to try to start doing more, cyber horror. So yeah, hammering out the stuff with Patreon. Um, Now, I'm going to ask this because, we're on live and I'm just getting some ideas because you guys are the best feedback I can have is like right here. So, with the Patreon, yeah, I mean, there will be a subscription, but it's not anything major. I haven't got the whole tier yet. I know that there's a beginning tier of around $3. Let's see. Meditating outside behind the man, every damn thing that we did started off and ended in behind the M building. The M building, I want to finish my thought and I'll come back to that, Sean. Give me a second. So, what I want to try to do is to have this to be able to put more grotesque stuff because I do very well with the shock and horror stuff. That kind of stuff I excel at. Like you'll see here, I want to do some wild shit with these guys. Yeah, I just, I feel like that would be a good space to be able to put a little bit more of the risque stuff that I like to do. But some of the stuff I do is considered, I guess you could say, gory and or adult themed. Not all the time, but majority of my work that is not seen on here consists of that. So, yeah, it'll be fun. But the money that comes from that will help with running the show, supply, software, different stuff like that. So you'll be supporting the Drawing with Mad Mel, and it would be it'd be beneficial because it costs a little bit to run this operation. There are costs. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, oh God, here he goes. He's talking about fucking money. No, that ain't it. But there are things that are necessary. Like with anything. You have a house, an apartment, anything like that. You got overhead. So. And the overhead that I have with doing the show isn't really that bad, but, it'll allow me to be able to do a little bit more to, be able to produce more. And then also the incentives, too. Like, with the different tiers, there will be things that that you guys will be able to see. Like, I don't want to do my comic book streams on here because I just, that would be something more exclusive for certain people, but I do comic books. Some of you may or may not know that, but I do write comic books. I do the illustration for them. I do everything for the comic book. I do all the drawing, I do the writing, I do the ink work, practically what I'm doing right here, but it would just be in panels. And I enjoy it. I think I like doing comics more than I do just illustration work. Like, every piece of illustration work is really cool. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I enjoy it thoroughly. I mean, that's why I'm here doing it right now. But writing comics is really where I flourish. That's my zone. Because I like to write stories. Stories are fun to write. So, all right. So we got these guys here, and I don't know what kind of Cenobite that they would be. Yeah, man, I remember when you fell out of that tree. That sucked. That sucked really bad. So, Sean here, when we were growing up, there was this very large tree. I would say it was probably, I don't know how high it was. Maybe 40 feet. I would say, I want a rough estimate that it was probably about 30 to 40 feet up. Maybe. It could have been higher than that, but yet again, we were kids, so I mean, we don't really know. It could have been shorter. But at the time, I'll put it this way, at the time, it seemed like it was very, very high up. And Sean was high up. And I don't know what the hell happened. I think you lost your grip or something, because I've seen you climb trees 1,001 times, but just this one time it just didn't work out, and he fell. And man, he fell, and it was fast. And the problem was is that there was a very thick thorn bush underneath the tree, because there were wild flowers growing, and he fell back first into that damn thing, and that sucked. Oh my god, I remember that. That sucked. And then your brother came over there, and then what happened? Like 2-3 days later, he climbed a tree and fell almost the exact same way, because he has a brother, he has a twin brother, and he fell almost the exact same way, but not with the thorn. He fell out of a higher tree and almost hit a damn picnic table, because we were lack of better words in our apartments. We were delinquents, but we weren't bad. Okay, like you can have kids being delinquents and causing all kinds of stuff, but we didn't do anything bad. It was just we did mischievous stuff, like, I don't know, grab a picnic table and move it somewhere completely different to build a clubhouse kind of deal. You know, real simple stuff. Nothing crazy or chaotic, but they didn't like it where we lived, what we were doing, so we had to change it up, and we were constantly getting in trouble for this kind of stuff, constantly. I have to say, I think at one point in time they had us do community service for half the summer. Sean, you remember? I think you remember that. Neither one of us forgot that, because of the picnic table that got broken. That wasn't our fault, but we got framed for it, because they were like, well, who's been messing with picnic tables? Sean and MC have been messing with them, you know, because shit, growing up, man, everywhere we went, it was always those two. Didn't really help the fact that I was the taller one of the two of us, and everybody saw where the hell we were at. You know, they always knew what we were doing, so in that aspect it sucked, but we were like, whatever, fuck them, we're gonna just keep doing what we're doing, and we did, and we had a great time. And I can say our childhood was very cool. It sucked that we didn't really appreciate it that much, but you know, it was fun. We had a good time. Yeah, exactly, Dimitri. Not sad, but crazy. And it was crazy. Like, I can give you guys a good example, okay? Like, it would be any typical day during like whenever we were out of school. And then somebody would knock on someone's door. Dum, 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 dum. Hey, what's going on? You know, normal shit. You know, you're in your teens or whatever, and it's like, what are we going to do? Oh, man, life sucks, blah, blah, blah. Sit outside, size up the world, don't really give a shit. Nobody's really doing anything, because at that time you're young and you think the world is just terrible. You know, you ain't really hit it where it's bad, but, you know, you have no real damn concept. But we're over here jaw-jacking this shit, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, let's go do this, or hey, let's go over here. And, you know, everything was kind of cool. Yeah, I was just about to say that about those kids, too. Damn, you read my mind. Ha. Yeah, we had these bastards from this neighborhood called Glen Oak. Okay? And, no, that never happened. We never made any things like that. We did in Minecraft, but not in real life. You know, but, I will say that those kids came over. So how this happened with the kids is that we kept having issues with people. Where our apartment complex was at, there was two sections of it. So you had like the main part, Westington, then you had the other part, which was the old Westington. So both of these were same complex, but just two different sections of it. Kind of like one of those big apartment complexes that try to split it up, but it never works. One of those situations. So the back of the other apartment section, the older section like they like to call it, that had a pickup area, which was at the end of a street. It was like a dead end, and it came into the apartment complex, but it was basically guarded off by these poles. Well, there were kids that lived over in that area, and that area was the Glen Oak area. Now these are like typical suburb houses. You know, they're so tight together that if someone uses the bathroom in the next house next to you, you're going to hear the flush wherever you are in your house. That tight. Like, I can't walk around with no pants on in my house because someone can see me through my window kind of close. You know what I'm saying? So these kids over there, they were assholes, and everybody else was yeah, I know, but wait, you're gonna hear something good here. So we were like, okay, so how are we gonna do this? And we had everybody like hidden. See, answer the door in your, yeah. Guy was in his house. I don't know what he was doing. He looked like, all right, I'm just gonna say how it looked. It looked like he was just running around the house fiddling with himself. But I didn't really look in his window. But the way that his body was gesturing, that he was doing something, and I didn't want to see it. But back to what I was saying about the incident with the kids. So those kids came over. Me and Sean were standing out in the back field. I think it was like the back of the M building again. We were standing back there because we told them, come over here and we'll be waiting for you. We had like 20-something kids, man, in the neighborhood. 15 or 20 kids just hiding in different places. Just hiding. And then the kids came over and they were like, oh, you know, there was about like 6 or 7 of them. I think like 6 or 7 of these little assholes. And then they came over there and they're like, oh yeah, well, what are you gonna do? What, you gonna fight all of us? And they're like, well, yeah, we're gonna fight you. And then, you know, we got ready and those assholes started their shit, and then I forgot what we did for the signal, but we gave the signal, man. These kids started running through breezeways, started running through, coming out of like behind cars and shit, and they had sticks and all kinds of stuff, man. And we beat the fuck out of those kids. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We whipped the shit out of them. And it was fun. Not fun at the fact that, oh man, we're beating someone's ass, but it was fun the fact that we had the numbers. And some of these kids were really young. Like, they were like 7, 8 years old. You know, so I mean, it wasn't anything bad, but most of these kids that we were dealing with, we already body slammed them and grabbed them and choked them out and all this other kind of shit. And then, you know, the other people that they were coming over here picking with, kicking and throwing basketballs at them and shit, they didn't do any of that stuff. And after that, they didn't come over to the apartments and fuck with us anymore. The only thing that me and Sean ever had a real issue with after that is that we kept getting, those assholes would hunt us down every time that we weren't at the apartment. We had to deal with them always just stalking us for I don't know, I think the whole damn summer until we went back to school. And then we got into it with one of those assholes that lived back there at school, and then everything kind of just stopped. It was like, all right, we're just going to quit this. So, yeah, it was wild. And there we go. Now we have everybody standing there, and then we can take these guys away. Right here. Wow. See? Now, we're in good shape. A little heartburn. A little heavy on the indigestion today. Alright, so now since we got that, I'm just going to go on ahead and give this man's head some shape. Fix his ear. I can just take that away and replace his ear. There we go. All right. Now to make something grotesque. There we go. I don't know what we're gonna make it as, but there we go. Give it some fingers. Fingers on the feet. And then we're going to remove this whole leg. I want to see if this works because I got this it was there were times it was boring. Not all the time, but there were times that I was like, man, what are we going to do today? You know, like anywhere, there's always a time where you're like, man, what is this? You know, what are we doing? Alright, so we got this torn edge. Ugh, that's very large. I don't need it that large, but oh, that's interesting. I don't know why everything's always got to be set to such a large degree. There we go. It's a little difficult trying to get it to work right, but that'll work as well as I can get it. Yeah. So you said belt straps, that kind of stuff, chains. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? I need these smaller. That's right. Knock them down about here. Oh, I know it was terribly painful. There's no doubt about that. That was very terribly painful. There, I'll do something here where the skin's pulled back with chains kind of deal. Give something there. Try to figure it out. I have those hooked. Okay. How's that, Zatarius? You liking the chains? Is this close to what you're wanting? There we go. Alright. I got that. Come back here. Fix this. Right there. Fix that hand. Alright. And then what we'll do here is we'll give him the business suit. Where back here, and then it's pulled open here. And all of that on the inside will be muscle. That'll be all muscle in here, fiber and stuff. I'll do some more gore there. I'll do something with him. It'll be something different. This man, I want to put paprika in everything. Not everything revolves to put paprika in everything. Not everything revolves around paprika. Okay, you just don't need paprika in everything. There are some things, some dishes that require it. Oh boy, look at this. You like those plugs? You like these pipes? You know, just sitting there, weaving in and out, the skin in and out of the flesh, and then just coming out of the body into the body and out of the body back in it. Hey Volsto, how you doing? Thank you for showing up and coming to the stream. There we go. And there we go. Alright. And let's see here. So we got all of that. And yes. Yes indeed. Got those. Now for his face. His face is going to be really, really fucked up. Okay, so this is going to make no sense to some people. Some people is going to be like, what did you do? Truth be told, it needed to be done. It just needed to be done. That's why I did what I'm about to do. Alright, if I can find it. There's a certain little thing I need. And it has to go in a specific place. As you can see here, I got tons and tons and tons and tons of things. Ah, there it is. Boots and pants, boots and pants, boots, pants, boots and pants. I like boots and pants. Ah, yeah, there it is. There it is. And now we got the speaker in the face. Look at that. Hey, Cornus. Hey, thank you guys for showing up. We're doing some techno horror, or techno horror. It's got a club. The idea was futuristic club with a person messing with the Cenobite cube, and he gets these weird things like this creature here. And then with the speaker, that guy doesn't have anything done yet. This man over here is just a bunch of wires and misplaced body parts. Yeah, so we're about to get this going here. Since he has a speaker for a face, we're gonna give him a little bit of detail on this, and then we'll be doing quite well. Actually, we need some wires coming out of his skull. That's the first thing. Never forget your wires, guys. Never forget the wires. There we go. You know, you gotta have them wired and harnessed. You know, have the stability wires coming out, going into the head, into the jaw. This jaw, you know. And then we have the yeah, there we go. Something. That'll be good enough. That's decent. I'm not gonna lose my mind over that. There's no reason, no point. Ooh. Look at that. Jeez. Now we're gonna have this guy's head exposed and his brain showing. Alright. Now, I will say this. This is the part of the stream that if you guys are not sound with this kind of stuff, I would say no harm, no foul. If you have to cut out early, I appreciate you being here. But if it doesn't bother you, then yeah, hang in there. We're about to do some crazy stuff here in a moment. He's not going to have a bottom jaw. You're always on the edge. That's fine. You can stay Volse. It's fine. You're fine. That's funny, though. Alright. Let's give him some brains. Look at that. Good old healthy brain. Now, what are we going to give him for his mouth? Well, I got something here that you may be like, well, what are you going to use, Mel? What are you going to use, Mad Mel, for his mouth? Well, if I can find it, I will use it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. But I also have that as a brush, so that makes my life a hell of a lot easier. But I need to shrink that down some. Nope, not the angle. Brush size. And I think I have some stitches. Do I have some stitches? Hey! Click, click, bang. Oh, hell yeah, here we go. That's what I thought I had. There we go. Kind of holding his body together with these anchors. Put these for his knees, maybe. This ball bearing thing here, the zombie voice pack from Saints Row in my veins. Yes. Yeah, it could be. Could actually be coming from his face. But see, nobody's having fun with that. If that was the case, nobody's having a good time with that, because you know, I wouldn't do well if I saw some type of humanoid-looking thing with speakers for a face, going around making noise. What the hell was that? See. quote. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the those kids that were messing with us from over there. Yeah, they didn't have a clue. They didn't understand. Yeah, look at that mouth, boy. Look at that mouth. Look at the, oh, God. Ugh, that's gross. Look at that. Yuck. What's happening over here? Damn, look at that man's head. Look at all this shit. That ain't good. All of that. This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. You wanted this. You didn't have anything, but you chose the terror. And his face is all blowed out. Contact. Contact. Yes. Now. I spent a lot of time getting him set up. I don't want to spend all my time just stuck on that, man. Alright. Can't do that either. Ugh. Okay. That's good. There we go. Stitch skin. What? Stitch skin? Gross. Look at that mess. Ugh. I always say, you know when you're doing something good when you, the creator of whatever it is that you're making, can just look at it and say, ugh. You know you got it. You know, that's I will give you guys that. That is my personal, professional opinion. Is that if you are drawing something grotesque, if it can creep you out, it's going to work just fine for everybody else. Because if you're making it and it creeps you out, man, ain't nobody else really going to be able to handle it that well, and that's a good thing. The main thing is that if you're drawing like horror or anything like that, you want to make the people that are looking at your work, be it if it's a film or art or anything like that, the first 30 seconds you want them to feel an emotion of despair and the inability to be able to look away. Like, you want their fear to captivate them in a moment where they are grotesque to the point that they can't comprehend why they keep looking at it. Their brain's never seen anything like that, which is baffling in itself. But then the moment that you realize that, oh my God, what I'm looking at is horrific, then yeah, you kind of got them stuck. And that's what I go for. I go for the shock horror aspect of things. It ain't the fact that it has to be like, oh man, oh, that piece had to be this way or that way. No, it just has to be true to the form of the gore. Like you have to make people feel nervous when you're making really good art, especially if you're doing something that's a little bit out of the norm. You want them to feel that. So kind of like here, you can feel it. Now we're gonna go. Yeah. Exactly. You want them to feel that emotion that you normally don't feel. You want them to feel that. Man, what is this? I feel weird. What do I feel like? Oh, ooh, you know, that kind of shit. But the battle damage, I feel like I'm missing a crucial aspect of this. I feel like I'm missing a tool. One I was going to take your bowl away. Yeah, exactly. The fear of the unknown. Are they going to take my bowl away? Will I have my bowl? I need my bowl. Will you take my bowl away? Please don't. Please don't take my bowl away. I make a really good song. Please don't take my bowl away. The bowl is fear. Fear is the bowl. The bowl is the mind killer. The mind killer is fear. Yeah. What was that noise? I heard something outside squeaking around. Yes. Fear. Shaking. Scared. Alright. Now, yep, that phase 2. Buttons. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Those buttons didn't really work. I wanted a zipper. I had a zipper. I have one somewhere. That's the thing. I wanted to make the zipper open up, and I was going to open his face. But, yeah, that sounded really weird saying it out loud. I have a zipper, and I want to unzip his face. You know, that's... I mean, probably quite a bit. I would say maybe a few. Maybe a few. There we go. I like that. That's like stitches. Yeah, I'll call him Ragdoll. Because that's what he's got. He's got stitches and chains and shit. Yeah, and buttons. Ugh, Ragdoll. God, I would hate this thing to show up in my house. Fuck that. No, that's okay. Oh, I know what to do for his chest. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Everything about that I thought was going to be really awesome, and that literally just took a shit on the floor. And I didn't like that. There we go. Alright. Is that good, guys? You like that? You like that? Is that disturbing enough? Oh man, God. God, look at that. Just take a moment just to bask in that. Shit. Yeah. This man, I want to find the damn zipper for. Yeah, Yeah, swallow a magnet, give him a hug. Take him to pull apart. Someone will pull him apart. Let's see. I am looking for the zipper, guys. So, here it is. Is there a way to change the position? God, yes, I remember Shane got into it. Shane did a lot of shit. He had the fight in the gym. It didn't matter where the hell he was at. He was always getting into some kind of shit. And it sucked. I hated that, man. Always remember to zip up. Yeah, you're seeing this right. That's exactly what's happening. I thought I had an open zipper, but I did not, so that's okay. What I will do is I will cover him, and yeah, since I'm on this, I got a brush I can just cover him in, and should take care of that. Yeah, I remember Shane got into a lot of fights there. A lot of fights at school. It wasn't even fights, really. It was just kind of put himself in a weird position. He would get picked on. They would say something to retaliate, and then it didn't work. It always happened like that. It's like, man, why? Why are you doing this? What are you doing? That didn't work, and I don't care. Heard a pinhead. Here's Zipper. Zipper. So you don't even have to have that. That's it. I don't even know what the line was. Yeah, because that was shortly after The Matrix came out. And I don't know why he tried to kick that kid, and then that kid grabbed his leg or something. I can't remember. It was something silly. Anyways, guys, yeah, he got beat up. And it sucked. Nobody enjoyed that. Nobody took any pleasure in him getting beat up like that, which really sucked. But let's see. So we got that. And I guess the next part would be to put his body. And I gotta make sure no lines are broken, because what I'm about to do is I want to put a texture on him, and I want to tear the texture. That music is very wild. I got it for some type of fantasy shit I was trying to do, but I didn't get around to it. I guess how he would be designed is, I think it was the line Morpheus said to Neo during. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. Does that air you're breathing stop hitting me and hit me? And then that kid grabbed him and slammed him, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and he didn't. He never talked in the middle of a fight anymore. He was like, "Stop trying to hit me," and then the guy scooped his ass up, and that was it. Like, I don't know why you would do that. Like, everything, he had the upper hand. The guy was slow. And then he got, I don't even know what happened with that. I think he got too full of himself. I really do. I think that he was doing okay. And everything was going okay at first. And then, you know, all of a sudden he started winning a little bit because the guy was getting winded. The Shane was all over the place, moving around a whole bunch. And then next thing you know, he wasn't moving around a lot at all. And everything turned out to be really, really bad. And, yep, see? Yeah, it turned out bad. Like, he got drilled, and it was like, fuck, what do we do? I think I asked you, like, man, what do we do with this? And you're like, I don't know. I guess he's just got to figure it out. And I'm like, I suppose, but I knew he wasn't matched for it. I knew what was going on was a terrible situation. It was like, geez, man, are you really going to do this? And then because we even asked Shane before he got into the mix with the guy, I don't think you should be doing this. Well, it's fine. And then he always tried to do the same shit we were doing. And he was like, well, he doesn't mess with you guys, so I'm sure if I beat him up, that'll be fine. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I really don't know about this. If this is the course of action you should be taking. And then you said something like, in the order of, he's gonna whip your ass. I don't know why you're trying to prove a point. And he says something like, shut up. And then you guys kind of scuffled a little bit. And here comes the guy. And then stop hitting me and hit me. What, you think that's air you're breathing? And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, man, this is going to end up bad. And then scoop and then bam. And that was it. I fucking hate that, man. That really sucked. It didn't have to be that way, but he wanted to. Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant situation. You know, it's like one of those, okay, it's like, what was that? Me, myself, and Irene or whatnot. When Jim Carrey had that personality, like two personalities, and he was like, let's dance, and that guy hit him with the stun gun. It was like that. It was a whole bunch of hopping around and shit. And then, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Shawnee was hopping around and doing all this fidgeting, and then that guy scooped him, and then he just drilled him into the ground. Oh, God, man. I mean, we laughed at him. I'm not going to lie. Me and the rest of the guys laughed. I mean, it was... How do you not laugh at someone who's gassing their self? It's like someone gassing up. Like, literally pumping gas at the gas pump, and then the moment you get done pumping up gas, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna light up a cigarette, and then you just hear this like, and this huge fireball. Like, it's so much heat, your clothes just incinerate on your body. And then you're sitting there like, well, what happened? That's exactly what happened. That's the situation, ladies and gentlemen, that's how that went down. Oh, it's another broken line. Good grief. Yeah, it's a leg with fingers, and it also has mechanical parts. There's a lot of broken lines here. I think we hit that 2-hour mark. So, I mean, I'm still going strong. If you guys want me to finish, I'll keep going until about 10 o'clock if you want me to. Throw it in the chat. Let me know what you guys want to do. and I'm just gonna keep going and so I'll see what's happening. Oh man, I had something that was awesome today. We went to this restaurant called was it Kitchen 218. Went there to eat, and one of their appetizers at this place is Chinese style egg rolls that have pulled pork and collard greens in them, and they serve it with a spicy chili sauce, dipping sauce. Come here. Pulled pork, huh? On an egg roll. You listening to me? I hope you're paying attention. Clear your ears. Pulled pork, collard greens in a damn egg roll, and you dip it and you eat it. But not only that, we also at the place they had a grilled cheese with brisket. All right, I'm trying my best here. Okay, yeah. I'm trying my best right now to do this because I ate and gravy. Hey, you know, gravy on what, sir? Yeah, no, Sonny's barbecue sometimes is like sweatshop meat. You know, sometimes it's okay, but then there are other times where you're like, man, what kind of backyard butcher shit did I just buy? And it's not cheap. That's the part that pisses me off. I will say this, and I don't care how you look at it, but so I'm going to have to ask you to leave the chat. I'm going to actually have to ask you to leave the whole thing now. Now you're out of pocket. You're going to be the first person I'm going to put out of this whole damn stream because you want to put up silly mess like Mayo Grave. No, sir. Listen, I'm going to put my pen down, okay? Volse, remember this, everybody. Volse is the reason why I just stopped right now because I have this thing with food sometimes, and he's talking about mayo gravy. Gravy made out of mayonnaise. I'm not happy right now. This has disturbed me. I almost want to just stop. I got heartburn thinking about that. It was warm. Yeah, call the police. I think right now we'll take a intermission. Give ourselves a minute. Plus, I want to see what this intermission thing does anyways, because I never used it. So let's go to an intermission real quick and see what's happening. Oh, that's what this will do. Okay, so this is what the intermission is. So I want to give my hand a break, give myself a minute, and I want to turn this music down just a tad. Whew, okay. So, I think up here, this is supposed to be for, what, the chat? Is that the chat? Well. I'll figure out what to do with that little box over there, but I'm not really too concerned about it. This is like an intermission screen that I can do stuff with, and my hair is jacked up. I wish I could start vibrating right now. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Ooh, I'm a little splotchy on my neck. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the side effect of not shaving properly with a rinky-dink ass razor. That sucks. Don't use it. You know? Using that type of razor really sucks. Oh, man. Yeah, there's the chat. Popped up a little bit. Not bad. Alright. So I hope you guys are ready for Sunday when we get ready to play video games. That's going to be fun. I'll probably do about 2 hours. I think I might do... I don't even know. But just bear in mind, I got all kinds of stuff. Well, yeah, that's nice. see, the problem is I can only grow a goatee. This will grow almost down to my chest. And it was for a while. Before I started streaming, it came down to about here. That's how far it came down. It was about there. And it was like about to here thick. So, I mean, it was a pretty thick little goatee. This just doesn't really grow. It'll just scraggle around until it looks like mangy muff chops or whatever. But, alright. I guess I'm going to go on ahead and go back and finish drawing since my hand had time to rest and I'm ready. So, let's go back. I like the transition. That's nice. I spent a lot of time trying to get that set up. And it works cool. And it didn't screw up because I'm happy about that. Sometimes they fuck up and it doesn't work well and then you're like, oh my god, what did I do? Now I gotta go back and try to figure this out and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do here with this, there we go. Go over my eyeball. A little bit of spider web. Got some webbing and some other kinds of stuff. That's a texture. There we go. Switch up the music a little bit. Gave him an eyeball. I don't know how well that eyeball is gonna really do right there. I mean, it looks okay. Nah, yeah. Just leave it there. What I want to do is I want to add a leather texture to his body, like a bag. I want to make his skin like a bag, and I know I have it. Ah, here we go. Make him look like a leather clutch. If it just stays. Where's the broken line? That's the thing. See, any of you guys that are using this software, I will tell you this. You want better definition, zoom in close. Zoom in close. Because what happens is the further you are away, it doesn't stabilize everything. And sometimes you get broken lines. Like this little small piece of shit up here at his damn head. And right here at his neck. Those two lines is what's been giving me. Look at that beautiful little nipple. Ain't that cute nipple? Look at that. It's an eyeball. Yeah, it's disturbing. I know. That's okay. That's okay. Let's see here. Ba 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 ba. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. So I was thinking about maybe for the new NFL they need to have like robots, like RoboCop. You know, maybe take the brain out of old football players and put it into cybernetic bodies so they can just run on the grid lot for forever and never stop playing football. They just play football forever. I mean, I guess that's a peaceful thing to have. You know, just sit there and play football all day. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Ooh. Oh God, what did I do? Oh man, that's horrible. Okay. Damn. Oh boy. Huh. Sorry. Oh boy. What about this? Okay, we'll start with we'll go with the top texture. That's fine. And we will put that also on his face. Okay, there we go. Now we got that. We got that. Okay, that's a Wits. Yeah, Wits is gross. Wits is gross. You're eating. You're eating absolute nastiness from Wits. Well, thank you. Now I want to come through with just a solid white and give it that negative undertone if I can. But I think because it's another layer, it may not let me do that. So I want to have to make another top layer. I'll do that in a moment. The eyeball seems a little obscure. God, that's sick. It's like a man in a trash bag. Yeah, no, Wits is just as bad. I'll put it this way. Wits will give you diarrhea and vomit if you're not careful. If you go later in the afternoon, and part of the reason is because I'm gonna just be real with everyone here. Okay. Yes, everybody deserves a chance to be able to work, but there are some people in this world that just suck at what they do. And one of those parts is kids that work in the workplace. Some of them don't know what the fuck they're doing. And you gotta cook pork a certain way, man. You can't just, oh man, I feel like cooking it however I want to cook it. No, that's not how you cook meat. Like, you gotta cook it to make sure it's fully cooked. It's like these people that do these damn videos on TikTok and stuff where they have like half raw meat that they're eating. Like, medium rare chicken. You need to get out of here. Someone needs to call the police on you. Your family don't ever need to talk to you anymore. Like, you need to just not exist. Because that's gross. Who's out here eating that kind of shit? Like, and if you are eating that, shame on you. You ain't missing much, Sean. Dusty's Barbecue is in Florida, and it ain't. Man, you're not missing anything. Listen, if you have Wits, you've had Dusty's, and that's about it with that. Dusty's is not that great. If there's anybody watching here that's like, oh, but I swear by Dusty's. Yeah. Yeah, that's gross. Then bread it with pickles? Exactly. No, we don't do that. We're not doing that here. We're not doing that here at all. But that's what happens, though. You get people trying to make barbecue and do stuff. You know what? I don't like this blue. I think a unnatural pinkish red would be better, emphasizing pain and agony of the flesh. No, like this. Oh, yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that makes everybody feel good. That look of just skin. Yeah. Okay. I want to name this one when I save it What's in the Box, because I think that's fitting for what we're working on. I don't understand why. Whatever, fine. Let it go over the speaker. I really don't care. I ain't got the time to really fool with that. Partially because I just don't want to fool with it. I just want this to go and work. It needs to. Oh, didn't mean to do that. There's that. There's that. Oh yeah. The lips are all busted open for the sound thing, so that's gonna be blood. That's kind of a pinkish color. I'll highlight that with some gray matter. Gray matter for the brain matter. You know. 'Cause everybody likes brains. Or at least I think. Sometimes. So we've had 6 people strong for tonight. I think tonight's been a really good stream, guys. It's been awesome. You know, I'm glad that you guys came and everybody showed up. Well, we've been having fun. Been having a really good time tonight. Ugh. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? What kind of terrifying techno shit is this? By the way, this will be up on the Etsy once I get everything. Yes, it's the gore. It's the gore. This will be up there. Yes, that is correct. Whew. I'm really toned this. Listen, guys, this is really toned down compared to what I was really going to try to go for. I'm trying my best to just play on that edge of, oh man, what are they going to do? Are they going to say something? And if they don't, cool. But Ragdoll's pretty nasty with that maroon. Okay. Ugh, look at that. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Yuck. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there's that, and then here comes this pink fleshy blade that he's standing on. And the stitches are skin toned as well. Yeah. Giga Chad activated. Oh, that's what this feels like. Whoa. Whoa. That's going to be a problem. And why that happens, I want to explain what happens with that. Is, see, when I'm using this brush from far away, or this can, this tip right here on the screen that I'm swirling around, wherever that's touching and whatever that solid white, once I touch it, it'll fill in. So from far away, this little black spot turns into a microscopic thing that I can't see. So whenever I do go over, I might slightly tap it, and then what will happen is every single little thing that's solid black will turn into that color. Yay! We learned something today, Mel. Thank you for teaching us. You are welcome. Oh boy. See? Touched a little black spot there. And then did that. There we go. Ugh. I mean, yeah. Is this I don't know. Zatarius, tell me, is this what you wanted to see? Let me know, guys, what you think so far of this. Is it too much? Not enough? Does it need more? More? Is that what it needs? More? Let me know in the comments. Let me see what's going on down there. And it didn't fill up the whole thing. Yes. Yes, it needs more. Or yes, it's alright how it is. I mean, granted, yeah, I'll go back and add some texture and stuff to it later. But yeah. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh man. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. What if chains were bloody? Oh. Red chains? Red chains and rice. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, if you guys like the movie Dick Tracy when it came out in the 90s, I thought it was an okay film. Just okay. I wasn't like blown away by anything, but I thought it was alright. Okay. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a pause on this and we will come back to it because there is so much detail that needs to be done. Yeah. Yeah, it was. All that damn techno color and mess. It was like a fever dream. Well, you know, I will say this. We went on ahead and we got all that taken care of. We got this done. We got pretty much almost the basis of the picture, you know, and I think it came out pretty well. So forest time, yes, we can do the forest. If any of you guys are playing any games, Sons of the Forest, it's a fun game to play. Definitely give that a shot. If you haven't, I'm going to go on ahead and take the music down, I guess, in a minute. But, you know, I haven't found anything that I really want to listen to. All the rest of the stuff is just all over the place. So, we'll do this. We'll have this here. We're going to go on ahead and save this picture here real quick for us. And I'm going to save this as... What's in the box? There we go. What's in the box? Cool thing is, it almost looks like a 4-dimensional box. I'll open up a portal thing here. I'll do some real interesting stuff. So next Tuesday, when we start up the show, I'm playing it on the computer, but you can get it for the PS4, I think the PS5, PS4, and the Xbox, but I play on the computer. Currently it's just PC. Okay. Well, keep an eye out. It'll probably be ported over at some point, but like Zatara said, is on PC right now. So that's why I'm on the computer majority of the time. So that's why I just game on the computer, because that's where I'm at. Always either working here or doing other things. But oh yeah, damn, there's a whole absolute space under here. I need to fix that. Okay, so yeah, we got this done. Next Tuesday we'll pick this up, start on this. Sunday I want to do the test stream for video games. I would say probably around about maybe 7 o'clock, 6 maybe. Probably do about 6. Or this one too. Yeah, more than likely. So I'll start the stream about 6 o'clock playing a video game. I have to look into seeing how I can do multiple things on one channel, or if I need to, I might make another channel just for the fact of the gaming aspect, so I don't have everything convoluted. So, you know, that'll be fun. But yeah, I'm thanking you guys for showing up, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. I hope you guys enjoyed what we were working on and all the stuff that we were doing today. And if you haven't already, please definitely like, share, subscribe. We'd love to be able to hear here's your feedback, see what you like. If you like the show, you know, please do so. And we definitely want to see you soon. New video, remember, tomorrow. One of the hero videos is going to be out tomorrow. 7 a.m. is when it drops. So, you know, go on ahead, give it a look, take a chance at it. And also we got other videos in the roster. So, like always, thank you for showing up. We will see you next time. Till then, guys, take it easy. Alright? Bye.